Yep. Am I audible to you?
Yes, sir. Good afternoon.
Chalo. So we stopped in the last class over here where we calculated the value of index futures to be short, and specifically we said the index future expiring on, or Nifty future expiring on 31st December. So instead of index, I'll call this as Nifty future 31st December ka. I just got that values as this. Index futures ka historical values from 1st October 2020 onwards. I got these values. Just verify, are these the same numbers that you have got?
Sir, I could not find them. Can you put this in the chat box if possible?
क्या बोला?
Sir, I could not find the values. So can you put these in the chat box?
The link? I'll send the link on the chat box.
Link what the numbers and you.
हाँ, लिंक ही चलेगा ना. We need these values ना, तो मुझे वो NSE के वेबसाइट से ही लेना है. So I'll just paste it in the chat box. Just see, go to that link and then select the December 31st expiry Nifty futures price from 1st October onwards. You all got these prices, or do you need some time to download it and paste it over here?
Sir, 2 minutes.
Okay, I'll just give you a couple of minutes, maybe 5 minutes. Go to the website, download these prices, and paste these values from 1st October onwards.
Sir, we need to paste the closing price, right?
Yeah, the closing prices.
Done, sir.
Done. Okay, fine. So we need to also look at, if you observe, price 11,467.70. So over here, coming back, the value of index futures to be short is this much. Now, what should be number of index futures to be short? What should be the number of index futures that needs to be short? What is the formula that I've given? How many futures should I short?
This divided by the lot size. This 190.
Divided by lot size. This is the value of index futures. So the number of index futures to be short is simply
Divided by the price.
divided by the price. First October को जो price था 11,467. So we're getting this many number of index futures to be short. Let us assume for the time being that each index future is allowed to be short, or I can say this is going to be equal to 1668 approx. So many index futures need to be short approximately. So 1668, we cannot have it in decimal. So 1668 index futures we are going to short. Let us assume that each index future is able to be traded single. मतलब lot size का फंडा फिलहाल हम लोग नहीं रखते हैं इसमें. So once we have short this, I want to see whether this hedge is really working or not. Whether the hedge is really working or not. So I just want to check whether hedge is working. So I'm going to do some sort of back testing आप बोल सकते हो, whether the hedge is really working or not. For that, let me take the values, मतलब first October से अब तक का values. I just take those values for our calculation purpose. Just copy those values over here. And actually I need only the prices, by the way. I need first October से एक तो निफ्टी का निफ्टी का नहीं लगेगा. I need the future का prices and NKD का share price. I just want to see whether it is hedging my portfolio or not. So I just copy these three values over here. So this is the date. This is NKD and this is Nifty futures. Okay. So I just want to see what is happening to my portfolio once I have hedged it. So I'm having a position in two markets. One in cash market, I'm having 1 crore shares. And in the futures market, I'm short on 1668 index futures. So I'll say cash market gain or loss. cash market gain or loss, or before that I can say portfolio value. My portfolio value in cash market, I will say portfolio value in cash market. How will I get this portfolio value in the cash market? How will I get my portfolio value in cash market?
1 crore into the price of the stock.
Yes. So that's going to be just 10.55 into this is the portfolio value in the cash market. Then I'll also look for gain or loss in futures market. Obviously first day पे तो कुछ gain या loss नहीं होगा. And then I will say total portfolio value. So portfolio value in cash market तो वही रहेगा. Whatever is the stock price multiplied by the value in the multiplied by 1 crore shares. So let me just drag it fully. Now gain in future or loss market, futures market, gain or loss in futures market. How will I calculate that? If it is a gain, that should give me as a positive figure. If it's a loss, that should give me as a negative figure. How will I calculate that gain or loss below? How will I calculate the gain or loss?
Portfolio value minus portfolio value.
Portfolio value. No.
So if we've shorted the futures at 11,467, so every time there is a increase in the price, means it is a loss for us. So we take that different. So we take that difference amount and multiply that by the number of futures we have short.
Correct. So can I say that should be simply previous price minus the current price of Nifty futures multiplied by 1668. Can I say that? Since we have shorted 11,467 minus 11,547. So there's a loss in the futures market. So here we multiplied by 1668. Can we compute it like this, or should it be other way around? Yeah.
Sir, this way, right? Because an increase in price should be a loss. So this way, an increase in price is giving a loss.
Correct. So this is the correct way. So let's just drag it fully, and we observe that these are the gain and losses. And then I'll talk of my total portfolio value. Let me just have a look at my total portfolio value. So this is where I get my total portfolio value as. Looking at these numbers, this is total portfolio value with hedging. The total portfolio value with hedging. What will be the total portfolio value without hedging? If I wouldn't have undertaken the hedging,
simply the cash market value, portfolio value, and cash.
That will be simply the cash market value, right? So in the cash market value, these are the values that we observe. Whereas when I've taken a hedge position, I'm observing this is the portfolio value with hedging. Okay, so can you tell me, is the hedging thing really working in this scenario, or it isn't? Like hedge, I told you the value of your portfolio should be approximately at the same value around. It shouldn't actually fluctuate much.
But it is not working.
It's not working, right? This is not working because if you observe, if I just draw the total portfolio value, even if a simple line chart, Maybe just a scatter plot even. Observe, or one second, I'll just draw a line chart to represent it better way. It isn't a straight line. There's a lot of volatility. Moreover, if I just try to change it from a minimum of like 8 crore, I don't see the price to be stable. It is still in that fluctuation zone. What could be the reason for such fluctuation? Well, at least it should have been within a narrow range. The value of the portfolio should have been within a narrow range of maybe 11 or 10 lakh, but there are wide fluctuations we observe. Sometimes it's starting like 13 lakhs, then it's even going to 9 lakh. So it's not a constant, or maybe the hedge is not working for us. What could be the reason that the hedge is not working in our favor? Yep. Any idea?
High beta value.
The beta value is very low over here. It's 0.1813. Achha, are we aware of something called as hypothesis testing? Whether a particular statistical number is significant or not significant? I hope you're aware of it, right? Are we?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So just check whether this 0.1813 is it statistically significant or insignificant. Can you check it in Excel anyway?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, just check whether it is statistically significant. Just check whether, because if the portfolio hedging is not working, very highly possible that the beta that we have 0.1813, quite possible that the actual beta of MTDK may be 0. Check for its statistical significance, whether it is statistically significant or not.
So how did you get those values? Total portfolio value with hedging.
Total portfolio value with hedging. That's the cumulative effect of portfolio value in cash market and gain and loss in the futures market.
Okay, sir.
Is the beta statistically significant or not?
Sir, we'll use t-test, no?
Can use t-test
Or z-test?
or z-test also, because we have sufficient numbers. Kafi numbers, you can use z-test also.
Okay.
It is insignificant.
Is insignificant.
Yes.
So what can we conclude about the actual beta of MTDK? Is it 0.1813? Can we take this value, or is it likely that it is 0? From the sample of information that we have, we observe that beta is 0.1813, but the actual beta, is it likely to be around 0.1813 or around 0?
0, because it's insignificant.
Insignificant, right? So if it is insignificant, definitely we can say, sir, if you use this beta for hedging purpose, you may not be able to attain your objective of hedging, which we are clearly observing in it. Acha, by the way, how did you perform that test? How did you perform? How did you check its statistical significance?
Regression and in Excel.
Okay, fine. That's the same thing which I was looking. I thought you have any other method or what. So you just run the regression, right? So let me just run the regression and check out the values that we have got. I hope you would have gone to data analysis. फिर वहाँ पे we do the regression. Okay. Input Y range. Input Y range is the stock return. Input X range is the index return. Labels are not there. Constraint is 0. Output range. Yeah. Range is, let me just place the range over here. Place the range over here. No residuals, nothing else is required. Clicking it on OK. That gives me this value. And if we observe slope, we are getting this. And then P value is 0.12008. So you can observe that this P value of 0.12008, this indicates that the coefficient is definitely statistically insignificant. This indicates slope is statistically insignificant. And that's the reason why our hedge didn't actually work. So before we go for checking or before we go for actually performing hedge of our portfolio, what should be the first step before we take up the beta directly for hedging purpose?
Check the statistical significance.
Yes, so you need to first check whether it is statistically significant and whether that is really going to help or not. It depends on that main parameter. Because if statistically significant hota, then we would have maybe locked our portfolio value within a very narrow range. यहाँ पे तो काफी ज़्यादा broad range हो रहा है. So that's not going to serve my purpose of hedging the portfolio. Okay. I hope we are good till now. Are we good till now, everyone? Yep. Okay. Now let's look for some another example. We'll take it from the NSE website.
Sir,
Where, yeah.
Sir, how did we decide that, like we saw the last value of the total portfolio value with hedge to determine that it is giving us losses, right?
We saw the last.
We saw the last value, right? To see if the hedging is making any sense or not.
No, not the last value. I'm looking for overall value. देखना every day का मैं value देख रहा हूँ. अगर ये hedging हुआ रहता properly, तो every day my portfolio value would have been in and around a similar value.
Okay.
Right? And उसका मैं graph भी बनाया to just check whether there is a fluctuation or not. So I just draw the graph of the total value, portfolio value with hedge, and I see it's not a smooth or it's not a bounded by some region. It's fluctuating. So it means the hedge
Okay.
objective is not attained.
And suppose like if the value lies between 10.55, I mean 9.55 and 10.55 for the portfolio,
Hmm.
and at the end of the day, if we end up with less than 10 lakhs
Hmm.
on the expiry,
Hmm.
so then also the hedge won't be like hedge won't uh,
See,
hedge is working or not.
perfect
Then
hedging जो बोल रहे हैं हम लोग कि exact एक value आएगा, that is not going to be possible anytime in real market scenario. But we should be able to match at least, at least अगर 80% भी अगर आपका hedge हो जाता है, then it is okay. Like suppose we started with 10,55,000 as our portfolio value, right? So I say that my portfolio value should not fall below 80% of this, and it should not rise above 80% of this also. So you can place a limit. Ki what is your hedge objective? So if you want to ensure that whether it is 80% तक अगर आपको चाहिए, so into 0.8, so I say my portfolio value should not fall below this value, and maybe this into 1.2. My portfolio value should not be beyond this. अगर आप वैसा target set करते हो 80% का, so this would be the ranges which will be acceptable to you.
at any point of time.
At any point of time, but we never take it as a 80%. The standard that we use in industry is 90 to 95% hedging होना चाहिए. So if I take the same number as maybe 90 and this as 1.1, so I can say the value should remain between almost 9.5 crores and 11.5 crores. So that should remain between these values, maybe इन दोनों के दो लाइन के बीच में रहना चाहिए, but which is not visible over here. There's a wide fluctuation. The hedge is not working over here. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now I'm going to put up a task upon you. I'll give you a company name, and moreover, I'll just give you a small idea also. Nifty is okay. Over here, we used Nifty futures for hedging. Suppose if I have a bank stock in my portfolio, if I have a stock of bank in my portfolio, if I have a typical कोई बैंक है मेरे पोर्टफोलियो में, एंड अगर मुझे सपोज वो बैंक के पोर्टफोलियो को मुझे हेज करना है, would Nifty be a better replica for its hedging, or bank
No,
X
sir.
Nifty? Yeah,
Yeah, Bank Nifty.
should it be Nifty or Bank Nifty would be a better one,
Bank Nifty.
right? So we should always look for better index for hedging purpose. अगर कोई ऐसा स्टॉक है जिसका सर कोई इंडेक्स अवेलेबल नहीं है, then we go for the broader Nifty index. But if we have got some index which is more representative of that sector, we cannot say it as a sector, we call it as an industry, then we should take up that particular stock. Okay, so I'll just give you a task. Whatever we did over here, our conclusion was like the hedging was not possible, or hedging didn't really work, and we even found the reason that the slope is statistically insignificant. Okay, so let's try it out with another stock, which I want you to do it. I hope you can do it now, the way we did this example. Can you do it the next one on your own? Downloading the data, clubbing them together, and then checking whether the hedge is working or not. Can we do it, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let me just give you the data. Um, this company, I think, is there. try working on this company called as L&T Infotech. L&T Infotech is a stock, a portfolio which you want to hedge. And obviously, what will be the index that we will be using? Shall I use Nifty or shall I use what? Can I say IT Nifty will be a better one?
Yes, sir.
You have an index called as Nifty IT, rather, to be precise. You can look at this Nifty IT as an index. So same way, आप पूरा डेटा जैसा यहाँ पे हम लोग ने निकाला, right from 1st Jan till current date, सारे prices लोगे, and then Nifty IT का index आप historical data निकालोगे, L&T Infotech का same way data निकालोगे, then try to hedge it from same 1st October से अभी तक का, try to establish whether that is really helping us to hedge our portfolio. Can we do it?
Yes, sir.
Chalo, go ahead. Start doing it. How much time will you need for the entire exercise? 20 minutes. Will that work? 20 minutes?
Yes, sir.
Okay, go ahead.
Sir,
Yeah.
you have to take a data for 3 months, right?
नहीं, यहाँ पे जैसे पूरा डेटा डाउनलोड किया ना, for calculating the slope or the beta, you will need full year data.
Okay, okay,
And then for hedging purpose, from 1st October you have to see.
okay.
Sir, sir.
Yeah.
So when I'm going to the website to download LNT data, I can only see the SLB data. Like I can't download equity one. I don't know why.
नहीं नहीं इक्विटी का डेटा भी मिलेगा ना. अब हिस्टोरिकल इस पे गया क्या? हिस्टोरिकल डेटा.
हाँ.
हाँ तो बस वही तो है. L&T Infotech का you won't find derivative or futures.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, बोल.
सर निफ्टी आईटी का फ्यूचर्स का वैल्यू मिल ही नहीं रहा है.
निफ्टी आईटी का फ्यूचर्स का वैल्यू नहीं मिल रहा है.
नहीं सर, नो रिकॉर्ड.
हाँ,
नो रिकॉर्ड दिखा रहा है.
निफ्टी आईटी इन डेरिवेटिव्स. Second. उसका है ही नहीं. ठीक है, then we'll hedge it by using Nifty only. If Nifty IT is not
So
available.
sir, we'll use all values from Nifty, like.
Yeah, Nifty का ले लो फिर. Yeah.
Okay sir.
Take the Nifty का values only. If Nifty IT का values is not available, go for Nifty only. Are we done, guys?
Sir, I have done.
You're done. Others?
Yes.
2 minutes, sir.
Okay, go ahead. Complete it.
Done, sir.
Okay, in this case, is the beta statistically significant?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
And is it attaining the hedge objective?
No, not for me, sir. Might be wrong.
Not?
For me, it is like my graph is consistent.
Okay.
I feel no.
No? Okay. Because I don't have that thing now. Hmm. Can you attach the file on the chat box? I mean, at least I'll have the data for the working. Or else I just have that. Anyways, wait. Close prices मेरे पास ये.
Should I send? Okay.
Yeah, thank you. I'll just download that. Opening the file. Okay. Did we get the beta as 0.7180? Did we all get the beta as 0.7180?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then we have LTI. How did you get this?
So that's the stock value.
That's the actual value. Okay. And this is the index future portfolio value is simply this multiplied by, okay, this is also multiplied by 1 crore. Okay. So value of portfolio to be hedged, you just did this to be written. Then number of index futures के लिए this divided by F191. F191 मतलब ये वाला 11,467. So we said this many futures are to be short. Okay. Many futures are to be short. Then we say gain and loss. That's 2581. Okay. Previous value minus current value into the number of futures. Okay. So there's a loss. 5 lakh. Every time it's just an addition. And here it is computed accordingly. $276. Just verify everyone. Are these the same numbers that you're getting? If you would have assumed 1 crore as the number of shares, check initial values, after gain or loss, total portfolio value after hedging.
Yes, sir.
Yep. Are these same values? 25, 35 crore. Last के values एक बार check करो.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. They are the same.
Same. Okay. So if I just plot a graph for it. So initially it was 25, then goes to 33, and then it's in the range of 33 to 29, we can say roughly. Overall, it is in the range of 33 to 29. Initial 25 4-5 दिन तक गया, उसके बाद ये बढ़ गया. Okay. Then again it increased, it just went off. Okay, some sort of hedging objective may have been achieved, like from over here maybe. For some time period, the hedging was there between 33 to 29. 33 to 29, like it is 3,200 crore, 3,300 to 2,900 crores के बीच में ये रहा है for certain time period, but then it has again somewhere it has crossed the lines also. So now again, interpretation type wise, we can say to some extent hedging have been useful because the range has been 33 to 29 most of the times, but it has also short the region anyways. Can you identify what could be the reason of this not attaining maybe a particular hedging?
Sir, because you have taken Nifty IT instead of Nifty normal instead of the Nifty IT. And sir,
Yes,
if it is this year's data, and this year there had seen the gain in the IT stocks was much more than the gain in the other stocks, and there is a
correct.
positive trend.
So that could be the reason why, because we have taken Nifty as a tool for hedging it. And even though this was statistically significant, but this was not covering the entire risk of my portfolio. Had it been a case that I would have worked out with, Nifty IT का अगर मेरे पास index futures होता, then would have served my purpose of hedging. That is one reason. What could be the other reason? एक तो ठीक है, आपका जो index था वो appropriate नहीं था. What can be the other reason for not attaining a proper hedge?
Rise in the IT sector.
Rise in the IT sector. Okay, sector specific बोल सकते हो. तो that can I say sector specific अगर suppose यहाँ पे मैं इसका लेता value, क्या बोलते हैं, IT का अगर index futures लेता, so would that have really served my purpose? The answer would be to some extent yes. Let me just check BSc का
Sir,
बस है क्या? हाँ.
sir, after done with this, I'm getting the futures पे gain or loss का value a little different. So after done, can you just get back to that?
Which one?
The gain or loss on futures.
Okay.
उसकी वजह से
Oh,
मेरा
yeah.
overall portfolio भी थोड़ा अलग आ रहा है.
This one?
Yes, sir.
Just check. इसमें कुछ
सर
ये
उसमें हम लोग
गलत है क्या
futures
शायद?
का नहीं लेंगे.
इसका गलत है ना ये?
हम लोग इंडेक्स फ्यूचर का करेंगे ना इंस्टेड ऑफ
Yes,
एलएनटी का
yes,
शेयर प्राइस.
yes, correct. ये गलत है. इंडेक्स फ्यूचर का लेंगे ना. So if I take that into account,
Yes, sir. Now I'm getting the same thing. Thank you.
I'm getting it. So now if you observe the chart, it's again bit off in the range, but there are still outliers काफी सारे हैं. Let me just see if I have BSc में IT का stock. Data indices historical prices. Indices का तो अपने को वहां पे भी indices तो मिल रहा था ना. NSE पे indices का वैल्यू मिल रहा था ना. We are not getting the derivative of it, right?
डेरिवेटिव नहीं था सर.
Derivative नहीं था ना.
Sir, just a question. We are
Yeah.
using Nifty IT to hedge the stock, no?
निफ्टी आईटी का हेजिंग नहीं होगा ना, बिकॉज निफ्टी का आईटी का फ्यूचर्स अवेलेबल नहीं है.
So what's the X variable we have taken initially? Like one is
Nifty.
stocks of LTM.
निफ्टी
Just Nifty.
एक्स इज निफ्टी. या
And जो Nifty future values are.
दैट इज फॉर हेजिंग पर्पस. वो हम लोग हेजिंग के
So
लिए
what are those values? So what are those values? Nifty
Those
का
are
future values.
निफ्टी पे का फ्यूचर्स. या द निफ्टी का फ्यूचर्स.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
बीएससी आईटी, बीएससी आर्बिट्राज इंडेक्स किधर गया? बीएससी इंफॉर्मेशन टेक्नोलॉजी, derivatives. derivatives में BSE Sensex is there, Bankex available है. In Mankiv's that's not available. Anyways, so that is not available. The individual index futures, overall index futures ही available है. मतलब indices are published, but उनका futures trade नहीं होता है. So that is one of the shortcomings that we have over here. So now coming to this, one of the factors is that if you would have taken Nifty IT ka index, probably that would have helped us to properly hedge it. Achha, even if I take suppose Nifty IT ka futures, even if I take Nifty IT ka, suppose अगर मैं बोलता हूँ Nifty IT का futures are available, will that ensure me a proper hedging of maybe 95 to 99%?
So may or may not.
It may or may not. Why may not?
So firstly, if L&T if L&T Infotech depends on the weightage of L&T and Infotech. If it is a part of the index, then it might be. If L&T Infotech is a higher proportion in the index,
Mhm.
then it might just be representative. And for if not, there
And
might be
part
some.
हो या ना हो उसके लिए तो हम लोग उसका बीटा लेते हैं ना.
हाँ.
We take the beta.
And sir, and
बोल
and for the if not side of it, there might be some news-based movement in the stock price or some external factor which might not be relevant to the whole industry but to the company in specific. Hence, the
Exactly.
company can move differently from the index.
Yes. So when we talk of beta hedging, this hedging strategy is called as index hedging, or it's also called as beta hedging. So this beta hedging, beta hedge, this works only for the systematic risk. What do you mean by systematic risk? Beta hedging, it works for only systematic risk. What do you mean by systematic risk? It is the risk from the system. Now, when we say system, it's the financial system. So we talk of risk from the system. So works only for systematic risk. That is, अगर overall market में कुछ movement होता है, तो उसकी वजह से उतना portion ही cover होगा. Unsystematic risk जो है, unsystematic risk will still be exposed to. Unsystematic risk will still be exposed to. So over here, we need to understand that beta hedging is will work only for systematic portion of the risk and not for the total risk. The unsystematic risk जो है वो particular stock में, that is still going to be exposed to. That is still going to be exposed to. So can you tell me, out of, suppose if I scale my 100, if I scale the risk in a particular stock to be 100, out of that, how much percentage is a systematic risk and how much percentage is an unsystematic risk? Can we calculate that somewhere? Any statistical tool are you aware of? Any statistical tool that you are aware of जिससे कि हम लोग पता लगा पाए कि out of the risk of a stock, how much is the systematic portion and how much is the unsystematic portion? At least percentage type से मुझे चलेगा. मतलब if I say that 60% of the risk of the stock is systematic and rest 40 is unsystematic. Can we get that anyway?
R square.
Yes, R square. So if I compute R square over here, I'll be able to identify, but before we undertake for hedging, we need to look at, R square also ki kitna systematic and kitna unsystematic hai. Can you get me the R square of this data based on the returns? Matlab L&T Infotech return and index return ka. Can you get me the R square?
.2573.
0.2573. क्या कोरेल करके फिर स्क्वायर किया क्या?
नहीं सर, वो इधर राइट साइड में रिग्रेशन का किया था तो उधर है ऑलरेडी.
अच्छा, you can also do same, कोरेल करके भी कर सकते हैं. This into this, so you can say 0.25. So this is our R squared. So you can say that percentage terms में बोलेगा. So it's like 25.73% is only the systematic portion, right? So this is the systematic portion that we have. So आप hedging करते भी हो अगर, if you try to hedge this, that is going to cover or that is going to hedge only 25.73% of the total risk. Can I say by taking index futures position, you still not be able to cover a majority portion of the risk because आपका R square कम है 25.73% ही है. So apart from just checking the statistical significance, we should also check whether R squared is really a good number, whether R square is also a perfect number to look into it. So R square, it simply means that 25.73% of the risk of L&T Infotech can be hedged using index futures. 25.73% of the risk of L&T Infotech can be hedged using index futures. अच्छा, what can you say अगर suppose ये index futures नहीं होता, मेरे पास L&T Infotech है और L&T Infotech का ही futures है मेरे पास. If I have L&T Infotech in physical stock, physically मेरे पास वो भी है, as well as L&T Infotech का futures भी market में trade हो रहा है. Then can you say that this R square will be significantly very large? Beta value also, beta value की जरूरत ही नहीं पड़ेगी in fact, because वो 1:1 hedging होगा. Can that really help us with proper hedging of our portfolio?
Probably that
It will.
might be.
It will. Because of a simple reason. We know अगर यहाँ पे मेरे पास निफ्टी का फ्यूचर्स नहीं होता, L&T Infotech का फ्यूचर्स होता. If I would have got L&T Infotech का फ्यूचर्स, we know L&T Infotech का फ्यूचर्स will be a function of L&T का prices, right?
Yes.
Right. So L&T Infotech futures अगर मेरे पास होता, L&T Infotech futures होता अगर, तो उसका जो वैल्यू है, we know it is L&T Infotech का current market price प्लस उसमें आप cost to carry and minus convenience yield करोगे. उसमें भी ये cost to carry and convenience yield are not so significant numbers. They will be very small number, a small percentage of the current market price. वो भी convenience yield कब आएगा when you have dividends. Dividends वगैरह कुछ नहीं है तो वो तो cost to carry में ही रहेगा सिर्फ. Right. So cost to carry over a period of 3 months, that will be like not much significant. Obviously, since this is a function of it, there you can say definitely you will have a near perfect hedge where you can say you'll have almost like 95 to 99% ka hedging possibility, and your portfolio value will be almost stagnant for a period of time. Okay, so the one that we did, beta hedging, it's a case of cross hedging where you're using another asset to hedge your current asset. Okay, same happens in case of commodities also. Commodities mein suppose you want to hedge your, suppose you are going to receive or you're going to deliver some petroleum products. Suppose you want to deliver diesel. Abhi diesel futures available nahi hai in the market. So which futures can you use to hedge your diesel ka exposure? Crude oil ka futures. Crude oil ka futures we can do it. Right? तो इस तरह से जब आप दूसरा कोई एसेट यूज करते हो फॉर हेजिंग योर पोर्टफोलियो, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज क्रॉस हेजिंग. यहाँ पे हम लोग सिंस वी वर यूजिंग द स्टॉक, वी वर यूजिंग द इंडेक्स, देयर वी कॉल इट एज अ बीटा हेजिंग. ओके, आर वी गुड विद इट? आर वी गुड टिल नाउ एवरीवन? या,
Cross hedging, sir.
बोल क्या बोला?
So can you repeat what cross hedging is
हाँ.
once again?
Cross hedging is using some other asset का futures to hedge your current position. For example, तेरा exposure diesel में है. That is, you are supposed to buy some liters of diesel over next 3 months, and you're worried that diesel prices may increase. बट देयर इज नो डीजल फ्यूचर्स अवेलेबल. अगर डीजल फ्यूचर्स अवेलेबल होता तो क्या करता? What you would have done if diesel futures were available? ये डीजल का रिक्वायरमेंट तेरे को 3 महीने बाद है, ठीक है, एंड यू आर वरीड कि 3 महीने बाद शायद डीजल का प्राइस शायद सर बढ़ जाएगा आगे. So you want to hedge this exposure, hedge this position. So what position will you take in diesel futures if had it been available?
So since the prices are increasing, we'll take the short position and square off, right?
नहीं, prices are increasing नहीं, you are going to hedge this रे. तेरे को ये 3 महीने बाद जो डीजल चाहिए वो तुझे hedge करना है. So what position will you take in futures? You are worried that the prices may increase. So you will take a long position in futures, right?
Right, yes.
Right, जैसे अपना foreign currency में था. Right, तो वैसे you would have taken a long position in diesel futures. But अभी अगर diesel futures available नहीं है, you don't have diesel futures in the market. What you have is crude oil futures. Right. So what we have is crude oil futures. So can I, and when I undertake the hedging using crude oil futures to hedge my diesel exposure, that is where we call it as a cross hedging, because exact commodity नहीं है, but उससे similar कोई commodity है, उस पे मैं करूँगा hedging.
Okay. Okay, sir. Okay.
Is it okay? This is called as cross hedging.
Yes, sir.
Right. तो वहां पे भी when you want to hedge diesel, जैसे यहाँ पे जब मुझे L&T Infotech को hedge करना था, मैंने बीटा निकाला. बीटा was the slope of L&T return on index return. वैसे ही डीजल का भी तो स्लोप निकालेगा, डीजल का पास्ट प्राइसेस देखेगा एंड क्रूड ऑयल का प्राइसेस देखेगा, उनका भी स्लोप निकालेगा, एंड सिमिलर वे में वी आर सपोज्ड टू डू दिस.
Okay, sir. Okay, okay.
Okay, so that's the cross hedging part. So since you cooperated with me guys today for keeping double lecture in the morning and also now, so I'll be leaving you half an hour early now. Okay.
Thank
Okay.
So can you send the Excel files of today?
Yeah, I'll send.
Sir, one doubt.
Yeah.
Here you said 25.73% of the risk of LTI can be hedged using index futures.
Yeah.
But like we haven't used Nifty futures to do that, no? Like
We have
the
used Nifty,
value,
na? We have used Nifty, right?
but not the future value, no?
हाँ,
The
ठीक है.
futures
निफ्टी और निफ्टी फ्यूचर्स में जो डिफरेंस है, that is only because of the rate of interest. तो मूवमेंट जो होगा दोनों में, that will be similar only.
Okay, okay,
Nifty and Nifty futures will move on a similar line. If you calculate the correlation, you will get it as 1.
okay.
Right. Now, why are we not taking Nifty futures? Because futures का जो life है, that is only 3 months. After 3 months, it gets expired, right? So I cannot have Nifty future का value right from 1st October, right from 1st Jan.
Okay.
क्योंकि 1st Jan को तेरे को जो longest duration वाला Nifty futures मिलेगा, वो रहेगा 31st March. उससे आगे वाला तो नहीं मिलेगा.
Yes, sir.
तो
But
31st
sir,
मार्च के बाद खत्म हो जाएगा वो.
इसमें फ्यूचर्स को कंबाइन नहीं कर सकते, लाइक 1st Jan से 31st March वाला, फिर वापस 1st April से वैसे.
देन वो कंप्यूटेशनली थोड़ा काफी ज्यादा ये हो जाता है काम. तो उससे अच्छा we take the proxy of it, where we take simply Nifty.
हाँ, मतलब बट आंसर तो वैसा सिमिलर ही होगा ना?
हाँ, सिमिलर ही आएगा. You'll get the same result.
Okay, okay.
Okay. So can you check if the bank Nifty का ये अवेलेबल है? Bank Nifty का are the contracts available? I don't know. Website.
Yes, it's
Am I audible now?
Yes, sir.
There was some network issue. Bank Nifty का derivatives available है? Just check.
yes, sir.
In derivatives नहीं, वो बाद में ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि अंदर डेटा है ही नहीं. Let me just see. Yeah, Bank Nifty available है. Bank Nifty is available. So you can just try it as a sort of inquisitiveness, not as a homework or anything, but just for your practice. If you can just check कि Bank Nifty को use करके, can you hedge any of the bank which is not listed on the exchange? Which is not having its derivatives. Take some small finance bank like Ujjivan Small Finance Bank वगैरह का. आप past data देखो, उससे आप slope find out करो and try to hedge it using Bank Nifty and just check whether it works or not. Okay, just as a not an assignment, not marking, but just for your practice. If you wish, you can do it, and then we can discuss it in the next class. Is that fine, everyone?
Yes, sir. So it should be any small bank, right?
Yeah, मतलब even large bank will do, but उसका derivative नहीं available होना चाहिए. Because derivative अगर available है, तो you will hedge it using the same derivative, right?
हाँ.
तो जिसका derivative available नहीं है, उसके लिए Bank Nifty से hedging कर सकते हैं क्या? Just check it out. Okay, chalo. So let's stop here for the day, guys. See you in the next class. Bye bye.
Thank you, sir.
Bye.
Thank you, sir.